Walkaboom, Hannah, Walkaboom, Walkaboom, Hannah, Walkaboom, Walkaboom, Hannah. We must meditate, ladies and gentlemen. We are surviving Justin Bieber's mother. And Patty, I gave you the benefit of the doubt. But right now, this is a sick disgrace. So as soon as y'all come in the building, smash that like button. Hmm. We must meditate. Salute to Miss Red. The moon is dancing. Come and see. The moon is meant see. Come and see. This is a minute cut. Come and see. Come and see. The moon is dancing. Come and see. The moon is meant see. We must meditate and smash that goddamn like button because this is pure stone cold, unsaturated, terrible parenting survival at this point. I cannot believe it. Salute to everybody in the building. I see all y'all coming in here fast and the furious. I'm blown away, guys. I cannot believe this. Miss Patty. Now, if you guys heard me talking about Justin Bieber's mom a couple months ago, I gave her the benefit of the doubt. She came out and she was admitting that Diddy Glover clapped her son's cheeks. And I'm not going to let y'all make fun of the fact that Justin Bieber got his cheeks clapped. Okay, especially not when he was a kid. Pure survival. Now, him as a grown adult, he making his own choice. Those are his grown cheeks. I'm talking about the baby cheeks that Justin Bieber had as a kid. And I cannot believe this, Miss Patty. Pure survival. Now, it's already bad enough. I'm talking about you, Usher's mom, Diddy Glover's mom, everybody in the industry that done let their kids leave with some grown-ass people for y'all to make money off of them kids, it should be ashamed of yourself, and I think y'all all should be going to jail. Now, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, smash that like button. We got to protect ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So we must say allegedly. But I got a DM and I could not believe it. And they're saying that Justin Bieber's mother, Patty, she agreed with Diddy's lawyers to help Diddy this Tuesday because he's not fully out. I think they're going to give Diddy Glover bail, pure survival, but I think it's more stuff that Diddy Glover's lawyers are doing to get this man out of jail. So you're going to have Patty, Diddy Glover's, Justin Bieber's mom wrote a letter to the judge. She wrote a letter. This is allegedly. She wrote a letter to the judge saying that Diddy Glover never touched her son. He never inappropriately did anything to Justin Bieber. Pure survival. Now, Miss Patty, there's videos out there where Diddy Glover is got your son scared to half to death. Pure survival. And you're going to try to tell me and tell everybody that Diddy Glover, and you're going to go to court. You're agreeing. You wrote a letter that saying that you should let Diddy out on bail. Diddy never did nothing to my son. He made my son become who he is today. I give all praise and credit to Diddy Glover. Who's paying that woman off? Pure survival. Who got motherfucking Justin Bieber's mom doing that? And she agreed with Diddy's lawyer to come and testify in front of a grand jury that Diddy never touched Justin Bieber. This is wild as shit, pure survival. Smash that like button, you know what I mean? And shout out to the Popcorn Planet, because the Popcorn Planet recently interviewed one of Diddy Glover's freak-off victims that she almost was a victim in the freak off, and she was talking about Justin Bieber's mom. That's the crazy thing. Since I think the walls is closing in on this woman, or maybe Diddy probably paid this girl some money, pure survival, he had to pay her some more money. Justin Bieber's already suing somebody for $5 million, saying that they taking money from him. So now his mom is taking money to go lie in court and put her right hand up to say that Diddy never did anything to your son. And by the videos that we saw, you trying to tell us that he never did nothing to Justin Bieber, pure survival? Oh, you got a nerve. Smash that like button, guys. We are surviving Justin Bieber's mother, and we not playing with her. We not.
This is why it also prompted me to speak up, because at the end of the day, some people, not hardly anyone was speaking up, but the handful that did, were coming out and saying, it was fine, it was a normal setting, it was just a party. Oh, sex is sex, and that's just how Hollywood is. I'm just like, what kind of party? What are you talking about? Like, this is not normal behavior.
And that's rich coming from a playmate at the Playboy parties. I'm actually curious.
You hear that? This one of the playmates at the Playboy mansion. This woman said this stuff is not normal that went on in Hollywood, but they walked around and praised it and act like this type of freak off shit was normal. And Justin Bieber's mother, you probably felt like it was normal too. Pure the Bible. I'm not gonna be surprised if Diddy don't got Justin Bieber's mom on a freak off tape. She probably was in the freak offs, especially if you're gonna go to court and testify and you wrote a letter to the judge trying to get Diddy Glover out of the jail. Wow, this is crazy.
Now, I said I saw children at Hamptons parties because I did. I saw them with maybe who they are with, but people brought their children to parties of this nature.
You hear that? This is one of the girls that was at Diddy Glover's freak off parties, Justin Bieber's mother. And like she said, the parents brought the kids to the freak off parties. I think they all should be going to jail. You know what I mean? You shouldn't even be able to testify on Diddy Glover's behalf. You know what I'm saying? Who takes their kids to freak off parties? Pure survival.
But people brought their children to parties of this nature. At least with Playboy, he kept those parties separate. That is the only significant difference that I could really see and say, hey, at least Playboy didn't allow children to come into an adult space. I think parents that are involved in this situation must be held accountable.
Well, you've talked about...
You heard what she said? Parents who was involved in this stuff must be held accountable. And Justin Bieber's mother, I'm telling you, Patty, pure survival, I think you trying to get yourself out of trouble. I don't know if Diddy got you on tape. And you came out recently, a couple months ago, talking about Diddy made Justin Bieber sign some secret freak-off fucking contract that you signed for him, pure survival, and you got a nerve to want to take up for Diddy Glover? The man put his wiener inside of your goddamn son's hot dog buns. Pure survival. And you sitting there talking about you going to testify and you allegedly wrote a letter already to the judge. That is wild. Pure survival.
I think parents that are involved in this situation must be held accountable.
Well, you've talked about this specifically with Justin Bieber. You've been pretty critical of his parents. Like how on earth did his mom let this happen?
Artist that was...
You hear that? How on earth did you let this happen, Patty? Salute to T. Adams. Just hit that super chat. Pure survival. Thanks for helping with my depression. You hella funny. Prayers for the victims. Pure survival. Oh, thank you, T. Adams. I'm glad I could be of assistance during survival. You know what I'm saying? Because you are surviving depression. So when you come on the channel, this is when the depression get up and walk out. Pure survival. Now, like I said, Justin Bieber's mom should be held accountable. You know what I'm saying? So how the hell is she going to write a letter trying to get Diddy out of jail? And now she talking about testifying in front of a grand jury that he never did nothing to him? It's something going on behind the scenes. Pure survival. Something going on.
Parents that are involved in this situation must be held accountable.
Well, you've talked about this specifically with Justin Bieber. You've been pretty critical of his parents. Like how on earth did his mom let this happen?
Every single artist that was allegedly assaulted in some way, manipulated, violated, where were the parents? Where were these parents? I don't understand that somebody so young doesn't have somebody on their side around them. If you're an artist and you're going to a hotel room and you're, 10, 15, 16, whatever the ages that they come out and said allegedly happened to these young people, where the hell was their parents?
Answer that question. Everybody smash that like button. Shout out to this survivor. She's one of Diddy Glover's freak off survivors. She was at the freak off parties. She got out in time, pure survival. She didn't drink the freak off concoction. You know what I'm saying? She used to work with Hugh Hefner, and I'm not gonna let y'all judge her and say that she's just a beautiful high price. Oh, I'm not gonna let y'all say that. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? But because I'm not gonna let y'all just say that, you know what I mean? That she's just a nice looking freak off mermaid. I'm not gonna let y'all say that. She survived, and she's making all the sense in the world when she's saying, "Where was the parents?" That's why it's crazy that Justin Bieber's mom, all of a sudden, now she's trying to take up for Diddy because we all know, the whole world know what Diddy did allegedly. Let's just say allegedly did to Justin Bieber. Pure survival. Like we didn't see all that shit, all the videos. It's the A-list celebrity that I still think is Justin Bieber's cheeks, pure survival. And this is probably why you join forces with Diddy's lawyers. This is wild.
Violated. Where were the parents? Where were these parents? I don't understand that somebody so young doesn't have somebody on their side around them. If you're an artist and you're going to a hotel room and you're, 10, 15, 16, whatever the ages that they come out and said allegedly happened to these young people, where the hell was their parents? Why would you send your child to a hotel room by themselves?
I imagine you've been reached out to by a lot of people now that you've been outspoken. Is that safe to assume that you've now heard more horror stories from these parties?
That's what I'm saying. People are coming out and saying a lot of things to me. They're sending me DMs. They're sending me their past experiences.
And everybody's reaching out to her, telling them about their past experiences. And I'm glad she's very vocal about you, Patty. Justin Bieber's mom, you got a goddamn nerve. Everybody is upset that Diddy Glover's about to get out of jail this week. Pure survival. And it's people like you that's helping him get out of jail. But I think he's still giving you a check. You're still getting paid. Ain't no way you're going to come testify on his behalf out of nowhere to try to clear. She's talking about I'm doing it to clear my son's name because people keep calling my son gay. Pure survival. Ain't nobody worried about his sexuality. We worried about what happened to him. Pure survival. So you're going to lie, and that's going to be your excuse for lying, Patty? This is pure survival.
Friends are sharing stuff with me. Other friends are sharing stuff that somebody else told them. People are talking. People are talking about their experiences. And it's good that it's coming out because it's not just about Diddy. It's not just about these other people around him. This is also happening amongst other parts of the entertainment industry as well. He is just one man. There is multiple monsters amongst this kind of crazy inner circle that we're in.
You hear that? There's multiple monsters in this inner circle. It's not just Diddy Glover. And you know what the multiple monster that she's talking about? She's talking about parents like you, Patty. Parents like you. And I seen a recent picture of you too. You look like the dude from the Goonies. I'm telling you right now, with just a longer face. You look like the one that say, "Hey, you guys." Like you done took Justin Bieber's money and got all this facial surgery, and you look like you look like a rotten banana. Pure survival. This shit is awful. This shit is really awful, guys.
Not just about these other people around him. This is also happening amongst other parts of the entertainment industry as well. He is just one man. There is multiple monsters amongst this kind of crazy inner circle that we're in.
There are stories of celebrities buying these tapes, these instances sort of remove themselves from the equation. What is your opinion on that? And do you have anything you've heard or you care to share? I mean, do you like to hear this, that some of these celebrities are going to be able to buy themselves out of this.
That's crazy. Yes. And a lot of celebrities is trying to buy their own freak off tape. You was over there freaking off, busting it wide open, and now they buying the tapes.
I don't like the fact that, some of the people that are involved in the situation in some way are able to just compensate the victims without it being public, because then it doesn't stop the issue. It doesn't stop them from possibly doing it again further down the line. The real reason that we're supposed to be speaking up and saying it is not about compensation. It's not about giving that victim X amount of money so they can shut up. That's not the reason. The whole movement of this situation is to prevent monsters from violating and creating spaces that make young people, young talent, uncomfortable.
You hear that? So it's not about the money. This is about helping young people, the future, so they don't have to get their cheeks clapped or molested or things like that. Pure survival. So for people, parents like you, Patty, I'm talking about, man, I'm just blown away, y'all. Smash that like button. This is wild.
The more we keep not talking about it and allowing these monsters to keep this whole process going, it's only going to get worse. And the next generation has to deal with it. And the next generation has to deal with it. When does it stop? No point of these celebrities paying off the victims. We need to know who it was and what they did, so then it doesn't happen again.
So well,
y'all hear that? We need to know who it was that was taken advantage of. You know what I'm saying? And so this stuff don't happen again. So when you got people like Justin Bieber's mom, Pure Survival, trying to sweep it under the rug and pretend that nothing never happened to Justin Bieber for a check, because I know Diddy Glover's lawyers had to give you a check to try to silence, you know what I'm saying? Justin, look, Justin, don't say nothing. I'm going to clear your name. You know what I mean? And she's trying to say, oh, people calling my son all these names and get, you know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason why she's trying to clear his name up, to say that Justin never slept with Diddy. It wasn't about Justin sleeping with Diddy. It was about Diddy taking advantage of Justin. You know what I'm saying? Clapping his cheeks without him being, you know what I mean, being a young kid. That's what it's about, Patty. This is pure survival.
Sadly, everyone's just so fascinated with the names, right? It's weird how it's all come out. Who's on the tape rather than actually trying to get the justice is what I'm sadly seeing more and more. But I do have to ask, is there anybody else out there you do feel like needs to be called out? Because, look, we don't want to call out victims. I've seen a lot of people trying to almost sell these tapes or try to extort and blackmail celebrities. Like, you better buy it before the tape gets released. And I can't, that just makes me sick to my stomach.
For me, it's a really sick situation as well, because I don't think I've said this as much, and I should have.
And that is very sick. And they said that Oprah Winfrey, you know what I mean, allegedly, he was the one, she was the one buying freak off tapes, and she tried to buy Justin Bieber's tape for $75 million. Allegedly, Oprah, pure survival. So now you got the celebrities running and trying to buy they motherfucking tapes, or they buy other people's tapes because they was all connected to it. You know what I'm saying? This shit is wild.
What I believe, this is not the situation. I feel is less about the sexual act. I feel like that Diddy could have, or any of his inner circle could have found people to participate in this kind of sexual behavior, right? They can find these crazy people out there. There's people out there that enjoy this type of stuff. But instead of finding people who are willing to participate, allegedly, he has gone out and done it in this way.
Yes, y'all hear that? She pretty much saying all the money in the world that Diddy Glover got and all the rest of these sick freak off industry people, they got enough. They could have got anybody that's down to get their cheeks clapped. Pure survival. There's plenty of people that would have loved to get their cheeks clapped and get trains ran on them. You know what I mean? But why would you take advantage and force victims and young minors to be a part of this? when you could have went and got people that was down with the shit. Pure survival. So this woman right here, like I said, she was in the freak off parties, so she knows. She was at Hefner's parties, everything. So she know about the industry, and she making a lot of sense. Pure survival.
I believe this is not the situation. I feel is less about the sexual act. I feel like that Diddy could have, or any of his inner circle could have found people to participate in this kind of sexual behavior, right? They can find these crazy people out there. There's people out there that enjoy this type of stuff. But instead of finding people who are willing to participate, allegedly he has gone out and done it in this way. And it's a form of manipulation. It's a form of control. It's a form of, now I'm going to blackmail you so you can do this for me. But he could find people that are willing participants to do this type of behavior.
You see that? So you don't even have to blackmail people when you can find willing participants that have been down to get baby oil poured all over the top of their head, and be licking the baby oil up out the sky. You know what I'm saying? So Patty, somebody is controlling you, ma'am. Somebody's controlling you. Is you running out of the money? Because Justin Bieber is suing somebody for $5 million, Pure Survival, for his music. So you must have ran out of money, Miss Patty, Pure Survival. So now you ready to sell your son out again. This is a chance for you to stand up to be a mother, and you selling your son out by sticking up for Diddy Glover, trying to help him get out of jail, and trying to say that he didn't clap your son's cheeks, and you willing to testify and say that in court. This and if they come out with Justin on that tape, Pure Survival, ma'am, you gonna get arrested. You gonna be walking out in handcuffs. One time, I'm gonna tell you one time.
I feel like that Diddy could have, or any of his inner circle could have found people to participate in this kind of sexual behavior, right? They can find these crazy people out there. There's people out there that enjoy this type of stuff. But instead of finding people who are willing to participate, allegedly he has gone out and done it in this way. And it's a form of manipulation. It's a form of control. It's a form of, now I'm going to blackmail you so you can do this for me. But he could find people that are willing participants to do this type of behavior, who are of a legal age. But allegedly he's gone about the way of doing it in this way. It's got nothing to do really with sex.
No, it's all about control, right?
It's about control and manipulation.
It's about control and manipulation. And Justin Bieber's mom is being controlled right now, and she's being manipulated. But I feel like she's being controlled by the money, the greed, the hunger. After your son was crying, crying on the internet, bursting out crying because he knew this shit was coming out after Diddy Glover got locked up, Pure Survival. And then we saw your son hugged up and spooning in public with Jaden Smith, Pure Survival. You know what I'm saying? And then when his wife got pregnant, you talking about, oh, I'm so happy, my son, I'm going to be a grandmom, trying to ignore everything that's already out there in the public and what happened to Justin Bieber, Pure Survival. You know what I'm saying? You are a disgrace.
He could find people that are willing participants to do this type of behavior, who are of a legal age. But allegedly he's gone about the way of doing it in this way. It's got nothing to do really with sex.
No, it's all about control, right?
It's about control and manipulation. And now these other friends that must have thought, okay, well, this man is my friend, and he's gone and allegedly take them into in a really uncomfortable situation.
As Busby said, some of these celebrities were witnesses to the debauchery and the illegal acts, and that I agreed. It's making it more complicated, right? Because it's like, if two adults are having a secret consensual relationship, it's none of my damn business. But if they're doing it to someone who didn't give consent and they're watching it, they're complicit, correct?
That's right. I believe that if you were there and you were witnessing something that was not supposed to be happening to that individual in any way, shape, or form, you are involved.
How nervous do you think?
And I think they all is involved, and they all should be the fuck prosecuted, and especially the parents. That's what just shocked me, that Justin Bieber's mom, even shout out to Gene Deal's kneecaps, because even Gene Deal, you know what I'm saying, and his kneecaps, not just Gene Deal, his kneecaps was saying this. You know what I'm saying? And y'all think just because Gene Deal is out there recanting his stories and stuff like that, you know what I mean? I still believe there's a lot of truth to Gene Deal's kneecaps and what Gene Deal's kneecaps was saying. He was exposing Justin Bieber's mom. Pure Bible, this is just horrible.
Hell no.
Imagine a teenage Justin Bieber thrown into the world of glitz and glamour, unwittingly tethered to the infamous Sean Diddy Combs. But what if behind that mentorship,
And you trying to tell me that man never did nothing to your son, Patty?
of glitz and glamour, unwittingly tethered to the infamous Sean Diddy Combs?
Look at this right here, Patty. Pure Bible. Look at how he's holding Justin. He got his fist balled with a hotel key right there and a whole fucking trunk full of baby oil, Pure Bible, with your son. And you're trying to tell us that Diddy Glover never clapped your son's cheeks. Look at Justin's face. Now he's older right here. Pure Bible, he's older. So Diddy Glover got him comfortable. He got his motherfucker, he's like this. Justin like this. Look at him. He was comfortable. He was snapping his fingers. And y'all know how they be snapping their fingers. Hey, for real though. Hey. He had Justin like, hey, look at this. You telling me? Look at that. He's snapping his fingers. Pure Bible. That's because Diddy Glover was turning him out at this point. You know what I mean? He started to get older. He was groomed. You weren't there to protect Justin Bieber. So I'm sick of you, Patty. Pure Bible. This boy was, I'm telling you, man, you're not going to tell me that man didn't do nothing to Justin. He looked out of it right there. Look at that. Pure Bible. That's crazy. And then he got the freak off concoction in his hand. He has the fucking freak off concoction in his hands. Justin looked almost cross-eyed right there. Pure Bible. His eyes look like, he looked like this. Like that motherfucker freak off concoction got him tore up. Oh my God. And this woman is trying to lie and say that this boy did not get his cheeks clapped. This is pure survival.
Hell no.
Imagine a teenage Justin Bieber thrown into the world of glitz and glamour, unwittingly tethered to the infamous Sean Diddy Combs. But what if behind that mentorship, there was a darker side that no one saw coming?
It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, telling me they love me and, just turn their back on you in a second.
You hear this? This is sad. Y'all got to smash that like button, guys. YouTube got to push this out in the algorithm, because Patty, we not playing with you. We is not playing with Justin Bieber's mother. Pure Bible. Justin was telling it all right here. He was already saying right here how the people in the industry lied to you. They tell you that they love you. Pure Bible. So Diddy Glover was telling that boy, oh, I like that, daddy. Oh, I love you, daddy. Telling him that because Justin is talented as a motherfucker. Pure Bible. He can sing his ass off. No Diddy. You know what I'm saying? And Diddy was telling him all of this type of shit while he was young and grooming him and putting drugs, allegedly, in this boy's system and turned him out. Pure Bible. And you're going to lie and say that this boy was not touched. He didn't get his cheeks clapped. And you're going to go to court to say that? Oh, no, y'all got to get them likes up. If y'all pissed off with Patty, Justin Bieber's mom, smash that like button. If y'all think that she's right, don't smash the like button. But if you think she's wrong for testifying for Diddy in his court, she wants to say that he never did nothing to Justin Bieber, use a goddamn lie. Use a goddamn lie. Pure Bible.
Hell no.
Imagine a teenage Justin Bieber thrown into the world of glitz and glamour, unwittingly tethered to the infamous Sean Diddy Combs. But what if behind that mentorship, there was a darker side that no one saw coming?
It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, telling me they love me and, just turn their back on you in a second. So yeah, it's hard because I want her to know that, she can count on me. But at the end of the day, I'm never going to force myself to be in a relationship with her. It has to be natural, right? So I just kind of, let her do her thing. And if she ever needs me, I'm going to be here for her. But
all that depression, all that anxiety that boy was going through. He was talking in an interview about a girl that he was friends with that was coming into the industry, and he was crying and breaking down because he know that she was going to have to go through what he had to go through during survival. And where was your parenting skills then, Patty? You know what I'm saying? Why didn't you stick up for him when he was that young? You was thinking about shopping. You was thinking about spending money and getting fucking nose jobs and boob jobs, Pierce our Bible, and surgery and all that with Justin Bieber's money. You know what I'm saying? And you wasn't paying attention to your son crying on the internet like this. He couldn't barely talk. And I knew that one. Anyway, he couldn't even get the shit out because he was hurt. Oh my God. Shout out to the 1,000 people in the building.
Mentorship. There was a
We survived.
telling me they love me and, just turn their back on you in a second. So, yeah, it's hard because I want her to know that, she can count on me. But at the end of the day, I'm never going to force myself to be in a relationship with her. It has to be natural, right? So I just kind of, let her do her thing. And if she ever needs me, I'm going to be here for her. But yeah, just protecting those moments because people take for granted encounters and
For years, rumors have swirled around the entertainment industry's most iconic figures, with whispers of parties, secrets, and dangerous influences. But in recent revelations, one question keeps resurfacing. Did Patty Millette, Justin Bieber's mother, unknowingly place her son in harm's way?
Why are you calling?
Now, that's a good question. Everybody in the building, do y'all think that Patty, Justin Bieber's mother, unwillingly put him in harm's way? Do y'all think that she knew? Do y'all think it's not her fault? I think it's her fault. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? I think it's her fault. Smash that like button if y'all think it's just Justin Bieber's mom's fault for thinking about herself and not her son. Dropping him off with a sick individual like this.
Around the entertainment industry's most iconic figures, with whispers of parties, secrets, and dangerous influences. But in recent revelations, one question keeps resurfacing. Did Patty Millette, Justin Bieber's mother, unknowingly place her son in harm's way?
Why are you calling? Get back in your cage.
Hey, I was charging your grades, kiddo.
Just in something funny. So far, I'm getting straight A's, so I'm doing good. Hey, Justin.
I'm going to tell you.
Did you grab your apologize? No. My mom means the world to me. She definitely keeps me level-headed, but you gotta understand, I'm 15, I joke around. She knows I was joking.
15 years old. At this point, this is when you could have saved your son, Patty. This is when you could have saved your son. And yet and still, you're thinking about yourself. And you willing to try to take up for this man that took advantage of your child. Justin Bieber was damn near 2 years old when you dropped him off at Diddy Glover house. Pierce our Bible. 2 years old.
Slaves are not friends.
Gene Deal, a former bodyguard of Diddy, has stirred up a storm, shedding light on unsettling truths about Bieber's early encounters with Diddy, hinting that Patty may have sold her son to a system she barely understood.
You see that? Gene Deal's kneecaps was already saying, you know what I'm saying? His kneecaps. And you know his kneecaps are some honest kneecaps. Was saying that Patty, Justin Bieber's mom, pretty much sold that boy. You know what I'm saying? To Diddy Glover.
I understand. I'm 15, I joke around. She knows I was joking. Slaves are not friends.
Gene Deal, a former bodyguard of Diddy, has stirred up a storm, shedding light on unsettling truths about Bieber's early encounters with Diddy, hinting that Patty may have sold her son to a system she barely understood. But how did things get to this point? Why would a loving mother allow her teenage son to party unsupervised with industry giants known for their wild reputations?
Why would she let him party with industry giants that's known for their fucked up reputations. Why? For money.
Shedding light on unsettling truths about Bieber's early encounters with Diddy, hinting that Patty may have sold her son to a system she barely understood. But how did things get to this point? Why would a loving mother allow her teenage son to party unsupervised with industry giants known for their wild reputations? And what could Diddy have done that left Justin and his close ones appalled?
Minors, and a lot of people have been trying to drag Justin Bieber into this situation because there's a lot of suspect looking videos with Diddy and Bieber in it, and they're making a lot of allegations.
Same way they made allegations about Usher. When Usher was younger.
Do you think that there's any credibility to these allegations?
When there's smoke, there's fire. Why would Diddy be tapping his kid in his chest to see if he wired? And asking him, are you wired?
Do you hear that? Gene Deal's kneecaps. Did you hear what Gene Deal's kneecaps just said? Patty, Justin Bieber's mom, why was Diddy Glover in the summer before they locked Diddy Glover up? Was patting Justin Bieber down, checking him for a freak-off wire? Pure survival. Answer that, Patty. Why was Diddy Glover patting your son down, checking him for a wire, and asking him, was he wearing a wire? What was he afraid that Justin Bieber was going to tell the feds? You know what I'm saying? Patty, there's no way that you're going to make us believe that Diddy Glover didn't do nothing to your son. Pure survival.
And when they made allegations about Usher. When Usher was younger.
Do you think that there's any credibility to these allegations?
When there's smoke, there's fire. Why would Diddy be tapping his kid in his chest to see if he wired? And asking him, are you wired? Why would he be confronting that kid? Why would Justin Bieber make a song about, what is it, I got smashed at a Diddy party or something like that? Why?
Answer that question, Patty. Why did your son make a song saying that he got smashed at a Diddy's party, at a Diddy's freak-off party? Pure survival. There was Justin Bieber been saying stuff. People really wasn't paying attention. You know what I'm saying? But if you're saying nothing happened between your son and you're going to go to court to do that, your son was singing out to you. He wasn't just crying out to you. He was singing out to you. God damn it. He said that he got his cheeks clapped at a Diddy party. You know what I'm saying? That's wild.
Why would Diddy be tapping his kid in his chest to see if he wired? And asking him, are you wired? Why would he be confronting that kid? Why would Justin Bieber make a song about, what is it, I got smashed at a Diddy party or something like that? Why?
In the early 2000s, Patty Millette was a young mother facing immense pressure. After enduring years of abuse, substance use, and hardship, she was just beginning to see a glimmer of hope through her son's raw talent.
Well, starting from a young age, my parents split, as, a lot of parents do, and my dad abandoned us, moved, 10 hours away, and then started getting sexually abused from the time I was 5 up until I was about 10 years old, and there was multiple abusers, and then, had really unhealthy relationships, and yeah.
So she was abused as a kid. Do you understand? Her dad left her, so she was being molested. So my whole thing is, why didn't you take that same energy, Patty, and protect Justin Bieber and protect Justin Bieber's tasty cakes if you know that this happened to you as a kid? You know what I'm saying? And for you to want to go to court and testify for Diddy, this is awful. You know what I mean? But this lets it be known that his mother went through the same type of shit. But I would have thought she would have wanted to protect Justin. And now you want to go to court on Diddy Glover's behalf? This is a slap in the face like Will Smith. Shout out to the 1,000 people in the building. We are surviving Justin Bieber's mother.
After the Diddy party or something like that? Why?
In the early 2000s, Patty Millette was a young mother facing immense pressure. After enduring years of abuse, substance use, and hardship, she was just beginning to see a glimmer of hope through her son's raw talent.
Well, starting from a young age, my parents split, as a lot of parents do, and my dad abandoned us, moved 10 hours away, and then started getting sexually abused from the time I was 5 up until I was about 10 years old, and there was multiple abusers, and then had really unhealthy relationships, and ended up getting into drugs and alcohol into teen years, and had an attempted suicide at 17.
It's hard to believe that somebody, just as beautiful as you've got Justin Bieber as your son, that you would even think about something as awful as suicide, that you've been through so much, though.
Yeah.
But you're really helping a lot of people, I would imagine.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, that's why I wrote this book, is just to...
And that's what I would think. With you going through all of that, Patty, you should be on your son's side. You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't be letting the money get you. You've dealt with being drug abuse, alcohol abuse. You've been taken advantage of, touched when you was a kid. You would think that. So for the fact that you talking about going to court and you wrote a letter to the judge trying to get Diddy Glover out this Tuesday, I am so disappointed. Pure survival.
During years of abuse, substance use, and hardship, she was just beginning to see a glimmer of hope through her son's raw talent.
Well, starting from a young age, my parents split, as a lot of parents do, and my dad abandoned us, moved 10 hours away, and then started getting sexually abused from the time I was 5 up until I was about 10 years old, and there was multiple abusers, and then had really unhealthy relationships, and ended up getting into drugs and alcohol into teen years, and had an attempted suicide at 17.
It's hard to believe that somebody, just as beautiful as you've got Justin Bieber as your son, that you would even think about something as awful as suicide, that you've been through so much, though.
Yeah.
But you're really helping a lot of people, I would imagine.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, that's why I wrote this book, is just to help others get through similar things that I've been through.
For the people who are watching, the moms especially, who are saying, I've been through what you've been through, I identify with that, what advice would you give to them?
I would just say, talk to somebody, and don't give up. There's hope. You don't have to stay in that dark place.
Justin's early videos on YouTube were getting noticed, and soon enough, he was on the brink of stardom, discovered by Scooter Braun, and quickly signed to Island Records under the guidance of Usher. But with fame came forces far beyond her control.
And we know what happened with Usher, pure survival. You know what I'm saying? He was with Diddy Glover first, and he was getting his cheeks clapped, and he wanted to lighten up on his cheeks, so he took Justin to take the place of his cheeks during survival. But Usher, in my opinion, pure survival. Not only should the people like Diddy Glover and people above him and Clive Davis shitty diapers, all of them should be going down, but the parents need to be held accountable. Pure survival.
Forces embodied by people like Diddy.
So my mom was really she's a single mom, so she was really skeptical of the music business. She had no clue. We didn't have a lawyer. We didn't want to sign anything. So,
right, of course.
Yeah.
So you said no to Maury Povich.
We said no to Maury. No disrespect or anything.
No,
after that, management started contacting us, different managers and stuff. And my mom again was like, sorry, Justin, we don't have a lawyer, so we finally got in contact. This guy contacted us named Scooter, who's my manager now, and basically stalked us a little bit, kind of got in contact with us, and finally my mom was calling him back to, say, listen, stop calling me. And he was like, I really see a lot in your son. I can help you guys. And my mom was really skeptical at first. They ended up talking for a couple hours.
And then that dude said, look, Miss Justin Bieber, I got some money I can give you. Pure survival. Just give me your child. You know what I mean? So like Justin Bieber was saying, at first my mom was skeptical, pure survival. But at some point she broke. She thought about the goddamn money and said, fuck it. All right, my son got the talent. All right, listen here. You know what I mean? So at some point you broke, Patty. Pure survival. Shout out to the 1,000 people in the building. Pure survival.
And he knew some lawyers that we could talk to and stuff. So we ended up flying to Atlanta free of charge, just for him to check us out, get to know us. And
This is Scooter.
yes,
Yeah.
Scooter, and we ended up signing a deal with Usher a couple months later.
Not long after signing his record deal, Justin, barely 15, found himself spending an unchaperoned weekend at Diddy's home. Gene Deal recalls how crazy things got, suggesting a level of freedom that raised serious concerns about Bieber's safety.
Now you see that? Diddy Glover's ex-bodyguard, Gene Deal's kneecaps, said that once Justin Bieber went over there with Diddy Glover, it was over. The boy ain't been acting the same. He ain't been sitting in chairs the same. Pure survival. The little boy started drinking and doing all this stuff from hanging with Diddy Glover. You remember Diddy Glover took him out for 48 hours and said, I'm going somewhere where nobody could go. Shout out to the 1,100 people. Pure survival. You know what I mean? And shout out to KMR. We are surviving Justin Bieber's mother. This is wow. This is wow. This is wow. You know what I mean? And shout out, like I said, shout out to Gene Deal's kneecaps. Even if Gene Deal's not being fully honest about what he may allegedly done, we must believe in his kneecaps. Pure survival. I'm not gonna let y'all say that Gene Deal is lying, but y'all can say Gene Deal is lying, but y'all can't say that his kneecaps is lying. I'm going to put it all down on the line for Gene Deal's kneecaps. Pure survival.
Not long after signing his record deal, Justin, barely 15, found himself spending an unchaperoned weekend at Diddy's home. Gene Deal recalls how crazy things got, suggesting a level of freedom that raised serious concerns about Bieber's safety.
Bigger than Diddy, and he's not none of the names that I said? Probably so. But then they say he was young too.
Yeah, they say he was young.
Let me get his name right. I hope it ain't the Bieber. I hope it's not the Bieber.
You hear that? Gene Deal's kneecaps just said that he hope it's not the Bieber. On the A-list celebrity that they said that's on them freak off tapes, he said he hope it's not the Bieber. Pure survival. Basically, what his kneecaps is saying is that he believes that that's Justin Bieber. We all do. So for Justin Bieber's mom, Patty, to say that she's going to testify on Diddy Glover's behalf, what are you trying to look like a good parent now? Pure survival by trying to say that this man never did nothing to your son, and she, like other people, is lying on Diddy and all this stuff like that. Did Diddy clap your cheeks, Patty? Pure survival. Did Diddy say patty cake, baker's man, put her in the freak off oven and the freak off pan? What happened, Patty? Won't you tell us what Diddy got on you, goddammit?
Let me get his name right. I hope it ain't the Bieber. I hope it's not the Bieber.
That's a good one. It might be you. But if they saying that the guy is young and he's an A-lister, I can't think of that many black people, man.
Right? Not at all. And somebody that's more powerful, more of a celebrity than Diddy. You understand what I'm saying? If they were saying somebody that was more celebrity than Diddy, he was an A-lister, he was younger, you know what I'm saying? And if he's not black, it would have to be the Bieber. That's his name, Bieber? They said I got that wrong too. Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber is that A-list celebrity that's on that freak off tape. I guarantee you. And Justin's been very vocal lately, pure survival. And they're trying to steal that boy's money. If y'all look up right now, Google it. Justin Bieber is suing his manager, saying that he tried to get him for $5 million. So now he already fighting to try to get his money that's being stolen, pure survival. And now his mom is trying to sell him, still sell her son short for money. I cannot believe like Diddy's lawyers had to be paying this woman money to get her to come in there to testify for Diddy, because they know that Justin Bieber is a big fry, pure survival. You know what I mean? So if they get his mom to say that this didn't happen and Justin signed a paper or agreed to the paper or whatever the case may be, that shit can get Diddy off. This is wild. This is wild. Pure survival.
Allegedly. I don't know, bro.
In a video from that time, Diddy joked on camera, "He's having 48 hours with Diddy. What we're doing, we can't really disclose." For any teenage fan, it may sound like a dream come true. But for a mother looking back on those memories today, it might feel more like a nightmare.
Where are we off to now?
Where would you like to go?
I mean, wherever you want to go. Where are we going?
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but
Do you hear that, Patty? This grown ass man, pure survival, with the freak off cheekbones, said that your son is going somewhere with him for 48 hours, pure survival, and nobody can know. It's disclosed. And you're trying to get us to believe that he never did anything to your son. Pure survival. It's 1,100 people in the building. Y'all got to smash that like button. We are surviving Justin Bieber's mother. She is lying right now. And I can't believe she's going to lie in court. I hope that they arrest her right in court. Because this is enough information right here. You're so embarrassed. You got a man on camera talking about taking your son somewhere for 48 hours and nobody can know where. Pure survival. And then you can imagine what Diddy was telling him. Look, you're going to be a big star. Ooh, I making that young boy, because even when you're young, I used to cry when I watched Moonwalker. I thought Michael Jackson knew magic in real life. Pure survival. So if you'd have had me around Michael, I know I would have been at a sleepover. And I'm not trying to say that Michael Jackson did anything to no kids. But I'm saying when I looked at stars when I was a kid, pure survival, I thought that these motherfuckers was like, they knew magic. That they weren't real, actual human beings, pure survival. So I can imagine what Diddy Glover would have did. Told me, look, go ahead and threw some cereal on the bed. Said, Jamil, go get it. Ooh, I like that, Daddy. I'd have ran to get the cereal, and he'd have got behind me. Oh, my God. I'm trying to eat cereal, and he's trying to clap my cheeks. Pure survival. Any little kid would have fell for that. And you want to sit there and take up for this man that took your son for 48 hours to the freak off dungeon? This is wild.
Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream.
Wow. Where we going right now is definitely a 15-year-old's wet dream. The man said that where we going is a 15-year-old's wet dream. This is pure survival. And I don't care if y'all say, oh, he didn't say wet. Why would he say it's a 15-year-old's dream to go off with him? You know what I'm talking about? I'm one of them motherfuckers. When I was younger and my kids was younger, pure survival, I ain't trying to take nobody else's goddamn kids. My kids is working my motherfucking nerves. Pure survival. So why am I going to take somebody's motherfucking kids so they can be driving me crazy? No, this was some spooky nightmare on Diddy Glover Street shit. You know what I'm talking about? This man said that it's a kid's dream. This is crazy. Sweetheart, pure survival, do you hear this?
Yes, this is crazy.
You know what I'm talking about?
I can't believe that.
Yes, this is wow. You know, and look at her putting the Christmas stuff together. While we in here surviving Justin Bieber's mother. You know what I'm talking about? This is crazy. Justin Bieber's mom, sweetheart, she's taking up with Diddy Glover. I'm pissed.
Yeah. Wherever you want to go. Where we go.
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream.
And this is another thing I need to let y'all know. If y'all didn't pay attention to this, Diddy Glover said that Justin Bieber and his boy. So Diddy had two little 14, 15-year-olds right here, held captive, pure survival. It was two 14 and 15-year-olds. That's why he said Justin and his boy, pure survival. Shout out to everybody in the building. Smash that like button. We are surviving Justin Bieber's mother. that want to take up for Diddy Glover because she's still getting paid off. But Diddy had 2 kids. Sweetheart, did you hear that? Diddy Glover had 2 minors.
He had 2 minors?
Yes, did people think it was just Justin Bieber? Appears the Bible. He said that it's a 15-year-old's dream, and I got Justin and his boy.
Oh.
Yes, it's 2 little kids.
Who is his boy though?
Man, that shit. Who his boy? I don't fucking know. It's probably somebody else in the industry. Could have been Orlando Brown. Who knows? Appears the Bible. Oscar Kulas.
He's in. You ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher.
Who signed Usher?
I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but
See, he admits to taking people's children. All of them. Usher mom, she need to be arrested. All of them. Pure survival. And if I see y'all coming up in here, shout out to all of y'all in the building. Because I do see y'all coming up and down Pure Survival, but it's going kind of fast. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm like kind of, so pissed off right now with Justin Bieber's mom. It's just crazy. Like how Diddy is saying that I had legal guardianship of Usher when he was a baby. I done got Justin Bieber dropped off to me with a diaper bag, a couple other little kids. The man was creepy as hell for all of that. I'm not even going to front when you really think about it. Pure survival.
Wherever you want to go. Where we at?
So check this out, yo. Justin, he's in. You ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher.
Who signed Usher?
I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So yeah.
And Justin Bieber's mom have a nerve to try to take up for Diddy, talking about she want to testify that he did nothing to him. This is why you embarrassed Patty, Justin Bieber's mom. You know what I'm saying? Patty Glover. I'm going to start calling you Patty Glover. The reason why you embarrassed, because Diddy just said it. He said he don't have legal guardian of Justin Bieber. So where was your antennas at when your son was with this grown-ass man with his freak off hat to the back? When it's time for the thing, nothing, no. That's what a girl like. I don't even know where that came from. Pure Bible. But where was your antennas at? He just admitted that he didn't have legal guardianship. You know what I'm saying? Where was your parenting then?
I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher.
Who signed Usher?
I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
Going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you wanna do? What you wanna do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go get some girls.
Man after my heart. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, and Justin Bieber's so young. He said, "Let's go get some girls. Let's go get some girls." Not having no idea that this grown-ass man was looking at him like he was going to be the snack. He was looking at Justin Bieber like a snack.
A whole Scooby snack.
A whole Scooby snack.
Yes.
Pure survival. We are surviving the fact that Diddy Glover was looking at Justin Bieber like a Scooby snack. Oh my God.
Justin was, in many ways, thrown to the wolves. Diddy's notorious parties were legendary and sometimes notoriously wild. As a teenager, Bieber...
And look at where Justin Bieber is at, Patty. Justin Bieber, he made Justin feel like a gangster, made Justin feel like a girlfriend, like all types of stuff. Like basically saying whatever you want. All the money, all the candy, the ice cream cake. Because if you promise a little kid candy and snacks and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna feel good. They're gonna wanna, you know what I'm saying? Diddy Glover's got that predator mentality where he can groom you with snacks and candy and things like that. And look at where Justin's at, and right in the bottom and between his legs. So you telling me Justin couldn't be standing next to one of these other motherfuckers or anything like that, pure survival? No, Diddy Glover got him in between his legs like he's mine. You might have had him once, but I got him all the time. That's some sick shit. That is some sick shit. Look, turn Justin Bieber out. You know what I'm saying? You don't even see the little curly little baseball hairstyle. Remember when he had the fucking the hairstyle? You know how when the white boys be having the hair in their face, they be like, fucking dude. Fucking dude. When they be trying to move the hair out, they be like, fucking dude. He had the fucking dude type of hairstyle. Now look at him. Turned him out. This is pure survival, guys. We are surviving Diddy Glover.
Man, that's what I'm talking about.
Justin was, in many ways, thrown to the wolves. Diddy's notorious parties were legendary, and sometimes notoriously wild. As a teenager, Bieber was already thrust into an industry famed for its relentless partying and the unspoken dangers that came with it. Many close to Justin now argue that he should never have been exposed to such situations, a sentiment echoed by Gene Deal, who witnessed the entertainment industry's darkest corners during his time with Diddy.
Say, because I can't say that. When I used to see him swing, it was always with him, another dude, and two girls. You know what I'm saying? When he was swinging with other people, you know what I'm saying? He always had other girls in the room or another guy in the room, even with his girl Kim, and he was swinging with her. So,
see, we are surviving the fact, Patty, that you left your son with a grown-ass man that was a swinger. Pure survival, okay? He liked to swing on dingalings, and he liked to swing on peasy vagina hairs. Pure survival. Jump from somebody's dingaling and land on somebody's nasty taco meat. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes just sit back and record it and to just choke his motherfucking chicken. Pure survival. So imagine the stuff he was having your son do. Go ahead, Justin. Hit it from the back. Hit it from the back. He ain't looking at the woman in the front. He looking at Justin Bieber's cakes while Justin Bieber's pounding somebody out. You supposed to be looking on the other side. He looking from right here so he can see Justin Bieber's cakes. This is pure survival, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to $ Lord Claylo. I'm so sorry if I tore your name up. Pure survival. She said, poor Justin. Lori, a.k.a. Lulu, says, it's still pure survival. Hit that like button, Lulu. Thank you so much, Lulu. Pure survival. And you hear what Gene Deal's kneecaps is saying. This is Diddy's ex-bodyguard. He's the man who saw everything but never saw a damn thing. Pure survival. But Gene Deal know what he talking about. And I know for sure his kneecaps know.
you know what I'm saying? When he was swinging with other people, you know what I'm saying? He always had other girls in the room or another guy in the room, even with his girl Kim, and he was swinging with her. So that freak off things, but him videotaping and everything like that, no, I can't say that I was privy to that. But you knew what was going on, you know, and just in the instant when people got it confused when I said, when he was...
And I'm not going to let y'all say that Gene Deal is stuttering because he was involved. I'm not going to let y'all say that Gene Deal and his kneecaps is stuttering to spit this story out because he's trying to hide from what he was involved in. I'm not going to let y'all say that. I don't think Gene Deal or his kneecaps is on any of the freak off footage. He just bodyguarded Diddy Glover, so he saw the sick shit. He saw what motherfucker Justin Bieber had to go through, but he didn't see it, but he saw it. Pure survival.
The room with Sarah and her girlfriend, and he had Ja Rule and him in the room. Yo, I didn't know they was doing anything freaky. until Jock came out and said, yo, y'all didn't want to be in there because there's a lot of freaky things going on.
Adding more fuel to the fire, Justin, now a father himself, has reportedly distanced himself from Diddy amid the latest controversies. The allegations against Diddy are severe, with more than 120 people accusing him of offenses ranging from racketeering to sex trafficking.
The allegations against Sean Diddy Combs. An attorney says he represents 120 accusers who've come forward with sexual misconduct allegations. He expects to file civil lawsuits against the rap mogul.
120 victims, Patty. Justin Bieber's mother, Patty Glover. 120 other victims out there. And you're going to try to convince a judge, a grand jury, that this man was spending time with your son and he didn't do nothing with Justin Bieber? Justin Bieber's been kissing grown men, like having all kinds of love affairs. He was having a love affair with Jaden Smith a couple months back, Pierce the Bible. He's grown. So if Justin want to have a boyfriend and have a wife and all that stuff, that's his business, Pierce the Bible. I'm just talking about when he was a kid, when it wasn't his fucking fault, when Glover turned that boy out. You know what I'm saying? To where he can Bible. You know, this is just crazy. This is crazy as a motherfucker.
Senior investigative correspondent Eric Tursky is tracking the latest. Good morning, Eric.
Good morning to you, George. If these lawsuits actually come to pass, Combs would be facing sexual misconduct allegations on an unprecedented scale. This morning, new disturbing accusations against hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs from a Texas attorney who says he represents 120 alleged victims, men and women, whose allegations span more than 30 years.
The biggest secret in the entertainment industry that really wasn't a secret at all has finally been revealed to the world.
The accounts of the alleged victims, some of whom were children, have not been fully vetted, but their accusations involve the kind of drug-fueled recorded sexual assaults described in a dozen previous civil lawsuits and the criminal case against Combs.
You see that? A drug-fueled whole freak-off fest. Stuff that's been hidden in Hollywood when we didn't know nothing about it, it's all come to light. You know what I mean? And it's too many people in the building for them lights not to be at 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, we cannot let Patty sit here and sell her son out no longer than she already sold him out. This is very sad, pure survival.
Sexual misconduct allegations on an unprecedented scale. This morning, new disturbing accusations against hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs from a Texas attorney who says he represents 120 alleged victims, men and women, whose allegations span more than 30 years.
The biggest secret in the entertainment industry that really wasn't a secret at all has finally been revealed to the world.
The accounts of the alleged victims, some of whom were children, have not been fully vetted, but their accusations involve the kind of drug-fueled recorded sexual assaults described in a dozen previous civil lawsuits and the criminal case against Combs.
What shocked me most was that it was going on openly in front of other people that you would know, who didn't do anything to stop it, who turned a blind eye towards it.
And those are the celebrities that's going to be exposed. I'm telling you, 2025 in December, all this is going to be on fire. Like he just said, celebrities that we looked up to, that was watching these little kids get taken advantage of, watching people get forced into freak-offs, like all types of shit. And he said, we're going to be shocked when we see and find out who are the actual celebrities. So why would Patty Glover, Justin Bieber's mother, Patty Glover, try to stand up for Diddy? This is fucking a slap in the face like Will Smith. Pure survival.
Sexual assaults described in a dozen previous civil lawsuits and the criminal case against Combs.
What shocked me most was that it was going on openly in front of other people that you would know, who didn't do anything to stop it, who turned a blind eye towards it.
Gene Deal's revelations suggest that the music mogul circle was much darker than Patty could have imagined, leaving fans to wonder, was Justin's path to stardom paved with invisible threats and manipulations?
Today, I seen on the video that Puff had ran into Justin Bieber. They met up, and he started tapping him as if he was searching him. and see if he had some kind of device on. Did you see that?
Yep.
Check this out. What if the federal government have already talked to Justin Bieber? And Diddy did that on tape. That means in his mind, he think this person may be a witness. Right?
Yep.
What he has just done that is against the law.
You see that? So when Diddy Glover was patting Justin Bieber down to make sure he didn't have a wire, pure survival, because he thought Justin Bieber was going to be a witness testifying against him. Now you got Justin Bieber's mother, pure survival, Patty Glover, agreeing to testify for him. You know what I'm saying? What kind of play was made? Like, man, this is pure survival at this point. Like, look at this shit right here. You know, she made this herself, guys. She made a Christmas tree, you know what I'm saying, out of, what is that?
Out of Christmas balls.
She made Christmas tree out of Christmas balls.
Yes. I'm just sticking them there and
All right,
gluing them down.
It's 1,000 people watching right now, sweetheart.
It's 1,000 people.
So right here. That's not a free. This is not a freak off Christmas tree.
I took some bowls and I just put them on this little thing that I got at the dollar store because y'all know the lounge is very cheap. Y'all know the lounge is cheap. So I take the balls and I just started putting them, gluing them around and then bringing them up. And then I'm going to put some bells and some whistles and some, not bells and whistles, bells and bows and, you know, put it around and make it a Christmas tree.
See, there you go. Pure survival. And this is not a freak off Christmas tree. I'm not going to let y'all say that the lounge is over here making a freak off Christmas tree. I'm not going to let y'all see that. But Gene Dill's kneecaps is being honest right here. Very honest.
If he was searching him and see if he had some kind of device on. Did you see that?
Yep.
Check this out. What if the federal government have already talked to Justin Bieber? And Diddy did that on tape. That means in his mind, he think this person may be a witness. Right?
Yep.
What he has just done that is against the law.
Nothing that we seen.
Tampering with a federal witness. If they have already talked to Justin Bieber prior to him doing that, he goes and look like he's searching him. It appears that he's asking Justin Bieber, yo, you got a wire on something like that? Like, you're tampering with a federal witness.
As these claims emerge, so too does a pattern of older music moguls taking young artists under their wings, exposing them to a lifestyle that could make or break them. Usher, too, was reportedly under Diddy's mentorship at a young age, a relationship that began with excitement.
And right there should have let Patty know. Look at Diddy Glover's mouth as he's holding on to your son. Pure survival. He's holding your son and look at his freak off mouth. Oh my God. Look how he poking his lips out. He just he like this, oh, I'm gonna have a good time tonight with him. Oh, I like that, daddy. Look at this freak off lip. This is crazy. Patty, why would you let your son go with a guy whose lip looks like this during survival? Why would you dare let a motherfucker? This is creepy enough right here. Pure survival. Oh my God. Like, and you trying to say that man didn't do nothing to your son. This is pure survival.
And promise, but now feels tainted in the wake of these revelations. Bieber, like Usher before him, became close with Diddy, and his rise to fame was influenced by an industry network that saw young, marketable talent as assets to be molded or exploited.
No, because I think if a victim comes out against Usher, it'll show how egregious it is. Because if he can be a predator, then anybody can be a predator.
Can't smile in your face the whole time.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, people look at Usher, they don't see that. They're not seeing the victim. They're not seeing that boy that got rushed to the hospital. They're not seeing what the intentions was in his heart when he took Justin Bieber there. Let's be honest. He took Justin Bieber there. Diddy had been trying to get to Bieber for a minute.
Wow. Shout out to Jaguar Wright, guys. Shout out to Jaguar Wright. She been saying this. Pure survival. Usher was tired of being taken advantage of by Diddy. And I know Usher was wrong for taking Justin Bieber over there, pure survival, but that's how it happened. You know what I'm saying? This is sad.
Not because I think if a victim comes out against Usher, it'll show how egregious it is. Because if he can be a predator, then anybody can be a predator.
Can't smile on your face all the time.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, people look at Usher, they don't see that. They're not seeing the victim. They're not seeing that boy that got rushed to the hospital. They're not seeing what the intentions was in his heart when he took Justin Bieber there. Let's be honest. He took Justin Bieber there. Diddy had been trying to get to Bieber for a minute. And his management was backing him off. But it wasn't until Usher took over management and had guardianship and gave temporary guardianship to the diddler. Think about that. He'd already been to the hospital. That situation that Gene was talking about. And you still took Bieber there.
Wow, that is deep, pure survival. Y'all remember Gene Deal's kneecaps? Diddy Glover's ex-bodyguard, Gene Deal, and Gene Deal's kneecaps said that Diddy put Usher in the hospital after clapping his cheeks. That's what we assuming why Gene Deal said that Diddy put him in the hospital. Diddy put him in the hospital. What else do y'all think he did? You know what I mean? How he went in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? He clapped his cheeks. You know, but after that, so Usher must have been like, all right, I can't take the pain no more. How can I had to sacrifice. He sacrificed Justin Bieber's cheeks because he was in the hospital and he couldn't take it no more. And I feel like he should have went to the cops instead of taking Justin Bieber. And Justin Bieber's mother that want to take up for Diddy Glover, you should have stepped in. And Usher's mother. Both of them should be locked up in the same female jail, pure survival, having a lesbian love affair. This is sick.
Not because I think if a victim comes out against Usher, it'll show how egregious it is. Because if he can be a predator, then anybody can be a predator.
Can't smile on your face all the time.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, people look at Usher, they don't see that. They're not seeing the victim. They're not seeing that boy that got rushed to the hospital. They're not seeing what the intentions was in his heart when he took Justin Bieber there. Let's be honest. He took Justin Bieber there. Diddy had been trying to get to Bieber for a minute. And his management was backing him off. But it wasn't until Usher took over management and had guardianship and gave temporary guardianship to the diddler for 48 hours. Think about that. He'd already been to the hospital. That situation that Gene was talking about. And you still took Bieber there. But you got custody of him first. Diddy had already tried. They wouldn't let him.
Behind the scenes, Patty must have been watching Justin's career take off with a mix of pride and fear. She trusted industry veterans, hoping they would guide him safely, never suspecting that her choice to allow him near Diddy would be so heavily scrutinized years later. Her past, marked by abuse, addiction, and redemption, left her vulnerable, and it's possible that she couldn't foresee the potential dangers.
Patty, as we said earlier, your journey with God has taken many different turns and twists, and God has blessed your life with a precious son named Justin.
Yes.
And I think we're going to pull Justin. Justin didn't know this, but Justin, you were in the studio. Come on over here. He's a good-looking 14-year-old young man. Have a seat right next to your mom.
And he sounds even better than he looks.
He does.
Google this guy.
You can Google Justin. Patty, tell us a bit about what's happening now in Justin's life. This is hot.
Look how innocent this little boy was. He looked like a goddamn baby right there. Like, I mean, he is a baby, but I'm talking about like he just crawled right out of Patty's vagina right then and there. Survival. And she just handed him over to Diddy Glover. Handing him over to Usher. Handing him over to these sick people. This is wild. Pure survival.
Yeah, actually, Justin is not just healthy like I prayed, but like I said, he's really talented. He's been putting up videos on YouTube, and he is now the #1 most subscribed to musician in Canada on YouTube. And number 20th in the world. Musician.
And we heard him sing when we were getting our
He sang in the green room earlier.
What a voice. Yeah, you would never believe could come out of
And a voice that's caught the attention of some pretty high up people.
Yeah, he was being courted by the different music labels, and I don't know if you know if Justin Timberlake and Usher were actually fighting over who could sign him, and so we just signed with the music label.
Wow. So Usher and Justin Timberlake was fighting over Justin Bieber. Pure survival. And they both been in the industry and knew the freaky shit that was going on. And they was fighting over who was going to get a hold of him. That's wild. Pure survival.
could come out of
And a voice that's caught the attention of some pretty high up people.
Yeah, he was being courted by the different music labels, and I don't know if you know if Justin Timberlake and Usher were actually fighting over who could sign him, and so we just signed with the music label, and we're moving in about a week to the US. So it's a big step, and he's got a long journey and great plans.
She saw an opportunity to lift her son out of poverty, a chance for them to finally break free from hardship.
When you have a son who is a superstar, you've got to think about security and safety. I mean, you've got so many.
Now, I get the fact that she wanted to get them to live a better life, pure survival, so we can't hold that against her with that. Wanting better and wanting a better life. But the fact that you did not parent this boy well at all, and I feel like you got the money, Patty Glover, pure survival, and you just left Justin Bieber hanging to learn the damn industry by itself and had to fend for itself and have all these men all over him, Kim Kardashian taking him to freak offs by men and women was trying to clap Justin Bieber's cheeks or clapped his cheeks. Pure survival. This is just wild. This is wild.
People who want to, see him, be him, marry him, but you also got the crazies out there. Do you worry about his safety?
Of course.
Look, they asked him, all these people that wanted to do all this stuff to him, like they said, you got the crazies, people that want to marry him, people that want to do all this stuff, and they asked his mom, do you worry about him? You know what I'm saying?
With the music label, and we're moving in about a week to the US. So it's a big step, and he's got a long journey and great plans.
She saw an opportunity to lift her son out of poverty, a chance for them to finally break free from hardship.
When you have a son who is a superstar, you've got to think about security and safety. I mean, you've got so many people who want to, see him, be him, marry him, but you also got the crazies out there. Do you worry about his safety?
Of course. I mean, I think every mom worries about their kids. So, but he's got really good security guards and a great team around him that, try to keep him out of dangerous situations. Yeah, of course I worry. I'm a mom.
Yeah. But what do you have?
So you was worried, and she said that he had good security and all these people, that he had Gene Deal's kneecaps and other great security, but you didn't even know them people. How did you know that they was good people? Pure survival. Where's Justin's dad? I don't even know. How did that go? Pure survival. But I know, like I said, she struggled with drugs and alcohol. Like, I know a lot of people that went through that, you know what I'm saying? That's like a normal thing, in communities with drugs, alcohol, people go through stuff like that. But still, you know what I mean? You trusted these people and you didn't even know what their capabilities was. You know what I mean? You could tell how she was. Oh, he has good security and, good kneecaps, and didn't even know that Gene Deal's kneecaps wasn't that great. Pure survival.
him, marry him, but you also got the crazies out there. Do you worry about his safety?
Of course. I mean, I think every mom worries about their kids. So, but he's got really good security guards and a great team around him that, try to keep him out of dangerous situations. Yeah, of course I worry. I'm a mama.
Yeah. But what do you have to do that's different than, say, the typical mom at home?
Well, I mean, now that he's 18, it's time for me to let go a little. But when he was younger, I couldn't ground him you're not going to your concert tonight. I mean, I just get creative, take away phones and computers and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. And how does he respond to that? Is he like, Mom, I'm Justin Bieber, you can't do that?
No. No, he would come home after a tour and I would say, honey, the garbage needs taken out. Mom, go take out the garbage.
He would come home after a tour and you talking about take the garbage out. After the boy been gone for months and months and months, he done been in Diddy Glover's freak off dungeon. He done had all kinds of crazy shit going on. And you talk about take the trash out, and I was just with a butt naked. I was just in a damn in Diddy Glover's freak off hot tub with 16 butt naked mermaids. Pierce the Bible. And you're trying to be a mother now after you done sent me off to the freak off dungeon. I'm not taking that trash out, God damn it. You take that trash out. Pierce the Bible. I can imagine how Justin feels and felt at the time. You know what I mean? I'm in here getting my cheeks clapped, and you're going to tell me to take the garbage out after I get off a tour. Pierce the Bible.
Try to keep him out of dangerous situations. Yeah, of course I worry. I'm a mama.
Yeah. But what do you have to do that's different than, say, the typical mom at home?
Well, I mean, now that he's 18, it's time for me to let go a little. But when he was younger, I couldn't ground him you're not going to your concert tonight. I mean, I just get creative, take away phones and computers and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. And how does he respond to that? Is he like, Mom, I'm Justin Bieber, you can't do that?
No, he would come home after a tour and I would say, honey, the garbage needs taken out. Mom, go take out the garbage.
He sounds like a real respectable, just young boy. What's he been like as a child for you?
Oh, he's such a different kid than I was. I was really
Now listen, you see what Patty looked like right there? Pure survival? Sweetheart, look. You see what Justin Bieber's mom looked like right here. Look at this.
What's he been like as a child for you?
Oh, he's such a different kid than I was. I was really wild and crazy and
Yes, you was wild and crazy, and you allowed him to be wild and crazy. Just be honest, Patty. Pure survival. Now you see what Justin Bieber's mom looked like right there, right?
Yeah, I see.
Now watch she look like the dude from the Goonies that say, "Hey, you guys." And I know you don't watch movies like that, but if you've seen the Goonies, Pure survival, the dude from the Goonies look like Charleston White.
Oh, okay.
And tell me that Justin Bieber's mom don't look like Charleston White right here. Pure survival.
So I have been waiting for this day, and now that they have shared it, I can finally celebrate with y'all. And oh my gosh, I'm gonna be a grandma.
Look at that! Oh my God, she talking about, oh my God, I'm gonna be a grandma. Look at her face. She look like one of them girls in a scary movie that'll be running and just fall. Pure survival. You're gonna get caught. Look at her. She look like she just run and fall in the woods. Pure survival. And motherfucker Michael Myers cut her head off and carry that motherfucker around. Pure survival. And put it in his pants and just kick that motherfucker in the air like a tennis ball. Pure survival. But look, she don't even look like the same woman. So my point is, yes, sweetheart, she took Justin Bieber money and was doing surgery with it. Look at her goddamn face.
She wants to have the mommy makeover.
She looks a goddamn mess. Now I'm not gonna say, because she admit that she had drug problems. Pure survival. Okay. She admit that, right? But that was in the past. You see how she was looking all young and still, now look at her. This looked like she took Justin money. Pure survival. She was on Hollywood time. She looked like she was at the freak off dungeon. Pure survival. She looked like she's on ecstasy right now. So oh my God, I'm gonna be a grandma. But you not thinking about what the fuck happened to your son, and you're taking up for Diddy Glover. Pure survival. This was a whole act. This was her acting, trying to look like innocent. Look at it.
My goodness! Okay, Justin and Haley, you are gonna be the best parents ever. And I am so excited. Oh my goodness. Praise God.
Oh my goodness. Praise God. You're a goddamn liar. Pure survival. How do you think God feels about you going to court trying to say that Diddy Glover didn't do nothing to your son? Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm good.
Look at
All
this.
right, young brother, everything's good. Selling out arenas and everything. Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you never really got my number, so.
Now, where was you at when he was scared to death and Diddy Glover was confronting your son, talking about where you ain't been calling me, we ain't been hanging out? He want to go to the playground, pure survival. Diddy Glover want to take him to the freak off. He like, I don't want to freak off no more. This stuff that this nasty black man trying to do with me, I don't want that baby oil nowhere near me, pure survival. And Diddy Glover would catch him in the studio. He didn't even know that Diddy was going to show up. Justin Bieber's in there trying to make music, Pure Bible, and one of the producers said, look, we got Justin over here, because Diddy Glover was probably calling all around for him. And then walked up on Justin Bieber talking about, how come I ain't heard from you? You ain't been calling me, we ain't been hanging out. We ain't been going down the freak off sliding board lately. Patty, you should be ashamed of yourself. Pure Bible.
What's up, man? You good?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, young brother, everything's good. Selling out arenas and everything. Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you never really got my number, so.
Correct. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
My number.
Yeah.
That boy was scared to death. Yes. Pure survival, man. Shout out to the 1,000 people in the building, man. We are surviving Justin Bieber's mother. And I just can't take it no more. You know what I'm saying? My Instagram is Jamil Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy. Follow me, and I'll follow you back during survival. We must stay updated. If this woman go to court and testify on Diddy Glover's behalf, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to protest. I'm going to stomp. I'm going to kick the yard or whatever they say. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't let this happen. I feel like the parents who let their kids go to Diddy's freak off dungeons or any of that Hollywood type of stuff, the parents who did that, now they're trying their hardest to try to look like they're innocent, try to look like none of this stuff happened. And I remember the one Hollywood dude, I'm going to see if I can find him, where he was talking about the parents. Like, it's one of the stars from the 80s. Like, I was a fan. He actually played in the, what's that movie? Damn, shout out to all my members in the building. Pure survival. God this. Oh, I like that. Look, it got my picture right there. That shit is hard as a nail. Pure survival. Shout out to God this. You know what I mean? Young D, Snakes, Nick, Kawaya. You know what I mean? Peaches in this motherfucker. Pure survival. Saddest. You know what I'm saying? Yo, where is the dude that talk about? And look at your son. Your son was having a romantic rendezvous with Jaden Smith. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when he was in the back and he came up to him.
Was hitting it from the back.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, this is strange.
That's because Justin Bieber knew that Diddy Glover got locked up and his freak off stuff was going to come out. His mom is saying that she's testifying on Diddy's behalf to protect Justin so people can stop calling him gay. You know what I'm saying? When there's nothing wrong with being, you know what I mean? We ain't against nobody's sexuality, ma'am. It's about what that man allegedly did to your son as a kid. He clearly liked girls and boys. He had a rendezvous with Jaden Smith. Pure survival. Yeah. Look at the rendezvous.
The music industry has
Look at that. Justin Bieber and Jaden Smith just had a love affair right there. Ma'am, you said you trying to protect Justin Bieber's sexuality. How are you going to protect his sexuality, pure survival, when him and Will Smith and Jada Pinkett's son is sitting here making out, you know what I'm saying, in public? They damn near probably about to get married. Look at that shit right there, sweetheart. Pure survival. Look like somebody needs to throw some rice. They look like they just fucking got engaged or got married or something like that. You know what I'm saying? What the heck? Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? But you see what's going on. You see what's going on. And you trying to say that this is all about whether he wants to date a boy or a girl. We don't care about that. We care about the fact that what Diddy did to that man, allegedly. Pure survival. And then you want to take up for Diddy?
The music industry has always had its fair share of dark secrets, and now Justin Bieber's mom, Patty Millette, is shining a light on one of its most disturbing ones. After years of keeping quiet, Patty is revealing some unsettling details about the behind-the-scenes moments that shaped Justin's rise to fame and Diddy's role in all of it. While most people remember Diddy as a mentor figure for Justin in the early days, Patty's revelations suggest there was more going on than anyone realized. Patty has opened up about how, when Justin was just a young teen, Diddy's behavior crossed the line from supportive to inappropriate.
And that's what she was saying before, that Diddy crossed the line and he was inappropriate with her son. Now she want to turn around and try to change it around. You was trying to expose Diddy for turning your son out. I remember. You know what I'm saying? Now you trying to change up the story and say he did nothing. Pure the Bible.
The music industry has always had its fair share of dark secrets, and now Justin Bieber's mom, Patty Millette, is shining a light on one of its most disturbing ones. After years of keeping quiet, Patty is revealing some unsettling details about the behind-the-scenes moments that shaped Justin's rise to fame and Diddy's role in all of it. While most people remember Diddy as a mentor figure for Justin in the early days, Patty's revelations suggest there was more going on than anyone realized. Patty has opened up about how, when Justin was just a young teen, Diddy's behavior crossed the line from supportive to inappropriate. She's now speaking out about the creepy demands that were made before signing any contracts with her son, raising serious concerns about the lengths powerful figures in the industry go to manipulate young talent.
I feel funny. Is this real life?
Now tell me right there, he was a little kid and it looked like he was high off of the freak off concoction. Justin Bieber's in the car. He's a little kid. He's not even 18. He's like 15. And he's talking about, how come I feel high? Is this real life? Please smash that like button. Salute to Laura, a.k.a. Lulu. Pure survival. Yeah. Justin Bieber looked like he was high in his car. This is very inappropriate. This is crazy.
In the industry go to manipulate young talent.
I feel funny. Is this real life?
Yes, this is real life.
I feel crazy. The world is spinning around me.
Don't touch your stitches, Justin. Bieber, don't touch your stitches.
What's happening?
No. Bieber.
So tell me, why is this boy in the car seeming like he high on drugs? He must have got bracelets done or something like that, but who knows what they gave him, you know what I mean, for him to be all spinning around like this. And this is wild. This is wild.
Manipulate young talent.
I feel funny. Is this real life?
Yes, this is real life.
I feel crazy. The world is spinning around me.
Don't touch your stitches, Justin. Bieber, don't touch your stitches.
What's happening?
No. Bieber, stop.
You have 4 eyes.
Perverts. That's all I feel. Whoever's talking in the background sound like a complete pervert. You know what I mean? Talking about you got 4 eyes and all that. What type of weird perverted stuff was that man that was talking? Like, that just was kind of odd. I don't know about that perverted shit that I just heard just right there. You know what I mean? But Justin Bieber mom should be ashamed of herself. That's all I got to say. Pure survival.
Did you see the Justin Bieber interview with this one guy he did where he's crying? Yeah, I don't know. Did you see that?
He's talking about Haley and he's like, he's bawling back because he doesn't want her to know that, you know, she can count on me. But at the end of the day, I'm never going to force myself to be in a relationship with her. It has to be natural, right? So I just kind of, you know, let her do her thing. And if she ever needs me, I'm going to be here for her. But yeah, just protecting those moments because people take for granted encounters and
Kind of gotta get thick skin, you know, when you're in this industry, and you can't believe most of what
Right,
you
a lot of it's made up,
but I'd say who you surround your child with is the most important thing, you know?
She said, I say who you surround your child with is the most important thing. So if that was the most important thing, why would you let your son be stuck with Diddy Glover? And you said the most important thing is to watch who you surround your kid with. Now you want to go to court and try to say this man didn't do nothing to your son because it's going to make you look bad because you was saying to watch who you surround your kid with. So clearly you wasn't watching Patty Glover.
But I'd say who you surround your child with is the most important thing, you know?
Just when we thought Diddy's shady deals were done, we have Justin Bieber's mom coming up exposing his ungodly things he did to Justin. Countless allegations were getting shot at Diddy, and it became a wake-up call to Patty, realizing that Justin was also a victim during his teenage years.
When you have a son who is a superstar, you've got to think about security and safety. I mean, you've got so many people who want to, see him, be him.
And this was her trying to expose Diddy before. Way before Diddy went to jail, a couple years back, Patty was trying to say that Diddy Glover was doing something inappropriate to to Justin Bieber. This is what she was saying, because she was trying to sue to get some money. Now, years later, you're trying to help Diddy to get money. This is wild.
Speculations about what other roles he played throughout this mess.
Actually, someone made reference to the fact that...
This is crazy, man. I'm sorry, man. Salute to everybody. Like I said, my Instagram is Jamil Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy. Follow me and I'll follow you back. This is a very wild situation. You know what I'm saying? And it's so sick that I can't even talk about it no more. But Patty, you are a hot mess. And I don't give a damn if you get mad at me or not. Pure survival. The parents need to be held responsible. And we can't just blame this all on Diddy. And we got to see if they're going to let Diddy out of jail on Tuesday, and then if Oprah, I'm hearing Oprah, she going to jail. She might be on house arrest. All types of shit going on. There's a lot of sneaky shit that's happening behind the scenes with them. They getting their shit swept under the rug because they got money. They paying people off to try to keep them quiet. You know what I mean? But we're going to see what happens, man. This is Pure Survival. Shout out to everybody that was in the building, all my members. If you want to become a member, join the channel. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that was in the chat. Like, subscribe, and share this video. And prayers for Justin Bieber and prayers for all the victims and all the parents need to be held accountable. Pure Survival.